Shifting timelines, 7 clear signs you've entered a new reality. Have you felt like reality feels different lately? Not dramatically different, just subtly unfamiliar. Like you woke up in the same life, but something underneath it shifted. The air feels heavier or lighter. Your thoughts feel clearer or distant. It's not something you can explain easily, but you feel it. A quiet inner knowing that something within you has moved. Like something shifted inside you, even if nothing changed outside. Your surroundings may look exactly the same home, the same people, the same routine. Yet internally, there's a shift. Your reactions are different. Your desires are evolving. The version of you that once fit comfortably into this reality feels slightly outdated. It's as if your inner world updated overnight, and now your external world hasn't quite caught up yet. You might be shifting timelines, not in a dramatic science fiction way, but energetically. A timeline shift happens when your consciousness evolves enough to align with a different trajectory of your life. When your beliefs change, your frequency changes. And when your frequency changes, the path available to you changes too. You're stepping into a parallel version of your reality, one shaped by who you are becoming. Shifting timelines doesn't mean your world changes overnight, or you wake up tomorrow with a completely different life. It's not about instant external transformation. The shift is subtle at first. It's internal. It's energetic. The external changes follow later, like ripples expanding across water. What changes first is your perception, how you interpret situations, how you respond emotionally, how you see yourself within your reality. It begins internally, in your consciousness. Every timeline shift begins within your consciousness. It starts when you question old beliefs, when you outgrow fear, when you begin choosing love, trust, and curiosity instead of survival. The shift is invisible at first. It happens in your thoughts, in your nervous system, in your identity. And once your consciousness expands, your external reality must eventually reorganize around that expansion. A timeline shift starts with subtle awareness. It begins quietly. A subtle awareness that you're not the same person you were months ago. You notice how certain conversations no longer interest you, how your tolerance for chaos has lowered, how your energy feels more intentional. This awareness is the first indicator of a timeline shift. It's your inner compass recalibrating towards something more aligned with your higher self. The things that once excited you feel neutral now. The hobbies, dreams, and goals that once felt exciting now feel neutral or even draining. You're not depressed, you're evolving. What once defined you belonged to a previous version of your identity. And as you shift timelines, the old preferences naturally fall away. This detachment isn't loss, it's refinement. Your energy no longer wants to invest in what doesn't match your expanded frequency. Activities, conversations, even relationships may feel different. Conversations you once enjoyed may now feel repetitive. Relationships may feel slightly misaligned. You may crave depth over distraction, meaning over noise. This isn't about judging others. It's about recognizing your own growth. As your internal timeline shifts, the emotional contracts you once held begin dissolving, and you start seeking resonance instead of familiarity. This isn't loss, it's energetic shedding. This phase can feel like loss, but it's actually energetic shedding. Just as trees release leaves in autumn, you are releasing outdated identities, patterns, and attachments. It's a natural cycle. Nothing is wrong. You are simply creating space, and space is necessary for expansion. A new timeline cannot anchor if the old one is still tightly held. You are releasing what no longer matches your frequency. When your frequency shifts, what no longer resonates begins to fall away. You may feel pulled to declutter your space, your habits, even your thoughts. This is subconscious recalibration. Your nervous system is adjusting to a higher level of safety and self-trust. And anything rooted in fear or scarcity begins to feel incompatible with who you're becoming. You begin reacting differently to familiar situations. Situations that once triggered anxiety now feel manageable. You pause before reacting. You observe instead of absorbing. It's subtle but powerful. This is one of the clearest signs you're shifting timelines. Your emotional baseline has changed. You're no longer operating from survival mode. You're responding from awareness. What once triggered you no longer controls you. Triggers lose their intensity. Old wounds don't sting the same way. The stories that once replayed in your mind lose their emotional charge. This doesn't mean you've forgotten the past. It means you're no longer energetically tethered to it. Your identity is no longer built around old pain. Your emotional operating system has upgraded. It feels like an internal software update. The patterns that once felt automatic now feel optional. You're more intentional, more grounded, more aware of your energy. This is what an internal timeline shift truly looks like, a shift in identity first and behavior second. You're no longer acting from fear, but from trust. Decisions start coming from trust instead of fear. You're less desperate, less reactive. There's a quiet confidence forming within you. Even uncertainty doesn't feel threatening anymore. It feels like possibility. And that is a profound indicator that you are aligning with a new version of your reality. Then comes the in-between phase. After the internal shift begins, there's often an in-between phase. A liminal space where you don't fully recognize your old life, yet your new reality hasn't solidified. This phase can feel confusing, detached, floaty, but it's sacred. You are recalibrating. You feel detached from your old life, but not fully in the new one. It feels like standing between two doors. One is closing, the other hasn't opened. You may question yourself here, but this space is not stagnation, it is integration. Your nervous system is stabilizing into your expanded identity. This limbo isn't stagnation, it's recalibration. In this limbo, your subconscious is reorganizing. Old patterns dissolve, new neural pathways form. You are shedding invisible layers. And although it feels uncertain, profound transformation is happening beneath the surface. Like a caterpillar dissolving before becoming a butterfly. The caterpillar doesn't grow wings gradually. It dissolves completely inside the cocoon before emerging transformed. That dissolution stage looks chaotic, but it is necessary, and so is yours. During this time, synchronicities increase. As you stabilize into your new timeline, synchronicities increase. Repeating numbers, meaningful coincidences, unexpected opportunities aligned with your desires. These are not random. They are confirmation that your internal shift is aligning with external reality. These aren't coincidences, they're alignment markers. These moments aren't random coincidences. They are alignment markers, subtle confirmations that your internal shift is syncing with your external reality. When you begin shifting timelines, life starts responding differently. You think of something and it appears. You ask internally for clarity and guidance shows up. These signs aren't meant to control you. They're meant to reassure you that you're moving in harmony with your new frequency. Your intuition becomes louder and clearer. As your timeline shifts, your intuition becomes stronger and easier to access. Decisions no longer feel heavy or overanalyzed. Instead, they feel embodied. Calm, certain. You may notice that your first instinct is usually correct. That inner voice grows clearer because the noise of fear is dissolving. you're no longer questioning every step. You're trusting your internal guidance system more deeply than ever before. Decisions feel less forced and more natural. You stop trying to force outcomes. You no longer chase validation, approval, or urgency. Choices feel aligned rather than pressured. When something is meant for you on this new timeline, it feels expansive instead of draining. And when something isn't aligned, your body gently resists it. You begin choosing based on resonance, not fear. And that shift alone alters the trajectory of your reality. Manifestation begins to feel easier. Manifestation begins to feel more natural, not because you're controlling the universe, but because you're aligned with it. Your desires don't feel distant anymore. They feel possible, attainable, close. You're no longer obsessing over timing or outcomes. Instead, you trust the unfolding. And when your identity matches your desires, manifestation becomes less about effort and more about allowing what already resonates with you to arrive. Not because life is perfect, but because you are aligned. Life doesn't suddenly become free of challenges. Difficult conversations still happen. Unexpected changes still arise. But your response transforms. You don't spiral the same way. You don't internalize setbacks as proof of failure. Instead, you see them as redirections. Alignment doesn't remove obstacles. It changes your relationship with them. And that inner stability is what signals a true timeline shift. On this new timeline, challenges feel like growth. Obstacles no longer feel like punishments. They feel like invitations to expand. Each challenge reveals where you're being asked to trust deeper, love yourself more, or release control. Growth feels intentional. Even discomfort carries purpose. And instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you begin asking, "What is this teaching me?" That shift in perspective transforms your entire experience of reality. You are no longer surviving, you are creating. You start realizing you're not here just to survive circumstances. You are here to consciously participate in shaping them. You feel more empowered in your choices, more aware of your thoughts, more intentional with your energy. Victimhood dissolves, creation begins. You recognize that your internal state influences your external path, and that awareness places you back in your power. To stabilize your shift, consciously release the old. To stabilize a timeline shift, you must consciously let go of what belongs to your past identity. This may mean releasing limiting beliefs, outdated expectations, or even the need to explain your growth to others. Rituals can help anchor this: journaling, breathwork, symbolic release. When you intentionally close old chapters, you create energetic space for your new reality to fully land. Ask yourself, who am I becoming on this timeline? Instead of obsessing over what you want, ask yourself who you are becoming. What qualities define this new version of you? How does this version think, speak, move, and respond? Identity is the foundation of every timeline. When you embody the traits of your future self consistently, your external world reorganizes to reflect that embodiment naturally and steadily. Ground your nervous system. Expansion requires safety. Expansion can feel overwhelming if your nervous system doesn't feel safe. Grounding is essential. Spend time in nature. Breathe deeply. Slow down your thoughts. When your body feels regulated, your growth integrates more smoothly. A timeline shift isn't just mental, it's somatic. Your body must feel secure enough to hold the new level of success, love, and clarity you're stepping into. If this resonates, comment "New Timeline" below and tell me what sign you've been experiencing. If this resonates deeply, trust that it's not random. You are not imagining this shift. You are evolving into a more aligned version of yourself. Comment new timeline below and share which sign you've been noticing: detachment, synchronicities, emotional calm, clarity. Your awareness is confirmation, and your new reality is already unfolding with every conscious step you take.